Struggling to stick to a budget or feel like your money disappears before the month ends? I've been there, and I know how frustrating it can be. But once I discovered a few simple budgeting tricks, everything changed. In this video, I'm sharing the top 10 budgeting tips that actually worked for me and can work for you too. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more practical money tips that can transform your finances. Let's get started. Budgeting often feels like a chore, but when done correctly, it becomes a powerful tool for financial freedom. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or aiming to save for a big goal, the right budgeting strategies can make all the difference. Here's a countdown of the top 10 budgeting tips that actually work, not gimmicks or theories, but real habits that can change your financial life. 10. Track every dollar for 30 days. Before you can fix a problem, you have to see it clearly. One of the biggest mistakes people make is jumping into a budget without knowing where their money is going in the first place. That's why the first step is to track every single dollar you spend for one full month. Keep receipts, use budgeting apps like Mint or YNAB, or even write things down in a notebook. Think of this process as financial journaling. It reveals your habits, patterns, and blind spots. Once you know where your money leaks are, you can plug them. 9. Create budget categories that fit your life. A generic budget won't work for everyone. You're unique, and your financial plan should reflect that. Instead of sticking with vague categories like food or entertainment, get specific. Break food into groceries, dining out, and work lunches. Divide transportation into gas, Uber and Lyft, parking, and maintenance. It gives you a clearer picture of where cuts can be made without disrupting your life. For instance, you might realize you're okay with spending $60 a month on Netflix and Spotify, but could cut back on eating out. Personalization is key. 8. Start with the 50 by 30 by 20 rule, then tweak it. If you're not sure where to begin, the 50 by 30 by 20 budgeting rule is a great launchpad. This means allocating 50% of your after-tax income to needs, housing, bills, groceries, 30% to wants, shopping, dining, hobbies, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. This framework gives your income a balanced structure. But it's just a starting point. If you're aggressively paying off debt or saving for a home, you might shift to 40 by 20 by 40. Or if your rent is high, your needs category may temporarily hit 60%. The secret is to use the rule to guide your financial goals, then adjust based on your reality. 7. Automate savings, bills, and transfers. One of the best ways to stick to a budget is to remove the human element, because we're emotional and inconsistent. Automation ensures consistency. Set up auto transfers to your savings or investment accounts on payday. Automate your minimum debt payments or subscriptions. Why is this powerful? Because it turns saving and bill paying into passive actions. You don't have to remember to do it. Plus, by paying yourself first, you make sure your financial goals are prioritized before spending on other things. It's the equivalent of brushing your teeth without thinking. It just becomes a habit. 6. Budget weekly instead of monthly. While monthly budgets are standard, they often feel too abstract. People tend to overspend at the beginning of the month, thinking they have plenty of money left, then panic in the final week. To avoid this, break your budget into weekly plans. If you budgeted $800 for groceries and eating out, that's $200 per week. If you've allowed $100 for fun, that's $25 a week. Weekly budgeting gives you more control, more frequent feedback, and helps you make better decisions in real time. You can adjust quickly and avoid surprises at month's end. 5. Embrace zero-based budgeting. Give every dollar a job. Zero-based budgeting means your income minus your expenses equals zero. It doesn't mean you spend every dollar. It means you assign every dollar a purpose. That includes savings, debt payments, emergency funds, or even fun money. This method forces you to be intentional. No more random leftover amounts floating around, tempting you to spend them on junk. If you earn $4,000, every dollar must be directed somewhere. $1,500 to rent, $500 to savings, $300 to groceries, $200 to fun, and so on. Every dollar is working for you, not wandering around aimlessly. 4. Build a buffer for unexpected expenses. Life is unpredictable. No matter how perfect your budget, unexpected expenses will arise. Car repairs, dental emergencies, forgotten birthday gifts. That's why you need a financial shock absorber. Add a 5 to 10% buffer in your budget for miscellaneous or irregular expenses. This isn't the same as an emergency fund, which is long-term and separate. This buffer helps your day-to-day finances absorb hits without crashing. It prevents the domino effect where one surprise throws off your entire plan. When you plan for the unexpected, it's no longer a crisis. It's just part of the process. 3. Regularly review and adjust your budget. Budgeting is not a one-time task. It's a living document. Review it weekly and do a full audit monthly. Did you overspend in dining out? Were there extra freelance earnings? Any new subscriptions or rising bills? Make it a habit to reflect, revise, and redirect. This isn't just about discipline. It's about ownership. When you treat your budget as a dynamic plan, it evolves with your life. Got a raise? Adjust your savings and goals. Lost income? Reallocate wisely. Just like a fitness plan, your budget should grow and flex with your needs. 2. Prioritize high-impact goals first. One of the most effective budgeting habits is to build your financial goals into the core of your plan, not treat them as leftovers. Before allocating money to fun or extras, fund your emergency savings, make an extra debt payment, or contribute to retirement. Think of this as financial momentum. When you consistently hit your high-impact goals first, everything else becomes easier. You're not just paying bills, you're building security, peace of mind, and a future. This habit alone can fast-track your wealth and stability far faster than just cutting lats. 1. Keep it simple and stick with it. The most powerful budgeting strategy isn't fancy. It's consistency. You don't need complex spreadsheets, color-coded charts, or apps with AI. You just need a simple system that you understand, that reflects your life, and that you can maintain. Whether it's pen and paper, a spreadsheet, or an app like YNAB, pick what works for you and stay with it. The goal isn't to make budgeting your full-time job. It's to make it part of your lifestyle. Track it regularly. Tweak it as needed, but keep it simple enough that you never feel overwhelmed. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.